Hello and welcome to Inside the Music Scene with me, Tara Dean. Now today on my show, I am joined by Nicole Allan, who is a Reading-based singer-songwriter specialising in country music, and I know you are going to love her music so much. On the show today, we are learning all about Nicole. I think we are learning a lot more than she might want us to know on this show today. But we are playing our game. We are talking all about music, all about the music industry, and also a lot about Reading Pride as well. So make sure you stay tuned. So Nicole, hello and welcome to the show.
Hello.
Very excited to have you here and learn about all your singles and everything like that. So I'm going to get straight into it. Time. Tell me all about this. This is your latest single.
Yep, it's the latest one that's out. I'm really happy with it. It's bringing kind of a soulful country vibe, almost gospel, really.
Oh.
We're having really good feedback from it. And obviously, like all the artists in the world, you kind of spam everybody with it. But luckily, it's really good feedback and people are able to connect with the song really well.
And you've worked with local creatives on the track as well, haven't you?
Yes, so everybody that's worked on the track, including the photographer, is all local. So you've got Amari Johnson-Daly, who's the producer, John Mitchell, who mixed and mastered it, Lydia, Victoria Photography, who did the photo for the album cover.
Yeah.
Is it an album cover if it's a single?
Artwork? Oh,
artwork.
Artwork.
Artwork. It's been a real kind of community effort, really. It's a team effort, and also a lot of people online have been really supportive as well. So yeah, it's kind of nice little kind of group of people.
That's very exciting. So if people haven't heard your music or haven't heard your latest single, how would you describe it to them?
Loud.
No,
I mean, if you like songs that tell a story and things that are going to pull on your heartstrings, not necessarily in a sad way, but it could be in a happy way as well, then you'll love it because it tells a story, not necessarily, it's a story that everybody can relate to in some time of their life, whether it's been a friendship or a relationship or, anything like that. And you can really connect with it and share it as well. So,
have you got a favourite line from the song?
Yeah, it's the bit where it goes, hang on, what's the second verse?
Feel free to sing it if you want as well.
Is it worth the might have been, or can we do it all again? Should we count on the moments?
And where did you get that from? Is there something that happened that made you write that lyric?
It's not really personal, to be honest. It is in the sense of the moments that relate to the parts that relate to me, but that line in particular, it's about people that time's passing so quickly and people are hanging on so much to the past that it's affecting what they do next. And, they're trying to blame everyone or anything for the consequences of holding on. And it's like, well, no, the only thing you have to blame is time and time itself.
Wow. I love that. That's so inspiring. So your music's quite inspiring and uplifting, would you say?
It tries, yeah. I mean, it's not a very happy song, but but it depends on the way you look at it. If you see it as a song that just kind of explains your frustrations and blaming it on an actual object instead of a person or a situation, then it is uplifting because it kind of is allowing you to blame something without causing any damage to anyone else.
Interesting. I like how your songs, if people listen to them differently, they will interpret it differently. I think that's really important when songwriting as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, the more universal you can make a song, the more people can connect to it. So a song may start off really personal. I mean, yourself, you're a songwriter yourself. It can start off really personal, but then when you sing it back, you realise, well, actually, no one else is going to get that because this is my story. So how can I change it into that still being my story, but allowing other people in? And, the more songs that do that, the wider they spread.
I think that's important as well, to really connect with everybody, but yet still keeping it quite personal to you as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, you've got to stay genuine, I mean, of course, if you're there for the hits and you want the clout, then yeah, write whatever you want that's relevant. And that's fine. Like, never judge anyone's way of making money.
No, completely. If
and
you know the formula.
There is an audience for there. But, if you don't really enjoy doing that kind of style, then you definitely have to stay genuine to what you enjoy. You have to enjoy your own music or your own art.
You do completely, because you need to believe in it wholeheartedly
and
to
you're
go
gonna
out and
have
say
to be playing it for the next 50 years, so you've got to enjoy it.
Exactly. Honest, I don't know how people can have a hit, as you say, 50 years ago and still enjoy playing it, but they must just genuinely love that song that got them to where they are.
Well, yeah, I mean, and like you said, there's a connection there, whether it's universal for everyone to connect to or not. It's to them, there's something personal in there.
Exactly. And music takes you back to one place in time. That's why I love music so much, because one single note can take you back to a specific memory as well, can't
Definitely,
it?
yeah.
But
you could do that with any songs. I mean, if you go back to, when we were kids, you play one of those songs and you flash back to a memory from when you were 5.
What would have been your favourite song growing up? What song does take you back to being a kid?
I've been asked this question before and I don't actually have one. I have songs that will bring back a memory that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Like, first one that pops into my head, Kelly Clarkson, Breakaway.
Yes. So what is your reasoning for this?
That era of Pink, Avril Lavigne, Kelly Clarkson, and many more amazing artists. But those 3 in particular, they were the kind of first artists that I really listened to the lyrics. And Breakaway, grew up in a small town. That was me. And then the whole story was that she was going to break out and become this amazing person in this big life. And I wanted that. I really wanted that. And I believed that could be me. So even though it wasn't about me, I really connected to that because I wanted it to be me.
Yeah. It's an absolutely amazing song, isn't it? I think that so many people connected with it, but it's so amazing how a song can really connect with you on such a personal level. You feel like they've written it specifically for you.
Well, yeah, I mean, I had that blasting on the stereo when I was tiny. Well, I say tiny, it wasn't that tiny, but yeah, but when my mum was out, and I'd blast it over and over and over and over again because it was just such a. It really made you believe that that's the other thing that music does. It doesn't matter whether you're rich, poor, whatever. A song could literally make you believe that you have a chance in making that happen.
Completely. It's so inspiring and so anthemic as well. You can really get caught up in the euphoria of it, can't you?
But imagine you wrote a song that spoke to, I don't know, a 12-year-old, and that dictated the rest of their life. They live by that song. Because that happens. I know I did that.
It's so powerful.
Yeah, but that's the thing. This is the thing with music. You have, whether you're famous or you're in between or, you're just starting out. If you have the courage and the strength to step on that stage, you have to remember that you have a platform that you can influence people. You got to take care of that power.
That's so true.
So anything you're putting out there, you don't know who's listening to it. So if the message can be positive, you're creating that positive energy. And doesn't matter if you've got the most niche kind of music, someone out there likes that kind of music and they're going to listen to it. So imagine if you can make it positive.
Has anybody come up to you after a gig or even just online and said that your music's helped them through a bad time or hard time?
Yeah, in fact, I've made friends with some of the people that have messaged me.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it is. It's really crazy to think that something that you created has had that impact on someone. And it's kind of hard to know what to say because they've been so true. How do you answer that without, 1, offending, without 2, coming across as heartless or, not caring? But yeah, I won't mention name, but a lady reached out to me and she's really suffering with health problems and has been for years. She's got children and everything, and it's kind of a countdown. But she's there every day. When I go live or if I'm posting something else, she's already shared it. And she chats now, it's just a case of friendly conversation now. But yeah, when she first reached out, it was kind of like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I want to help this person, but I'm not in a situation to do that. It's like, how do I do this? And the real thing is just keep doing what you're doing. You don't have
Completely.
to do anything. You don't have to get involved. Just keep doing what you're doing.
You're giving her an escape, which is what a lot of people love in music. They get an escape from their reality, whether that's watching somebody on a live video, whether it's scrolling on somebody's Instagram going back years, or connecting to their music and seeing the journey. I mean, I connected so much with Lucy Spraggan when I first found out about her music. I found her on this online YouTube channel called Aunt Sofa, and I found her doing one of her original songs on there. Was it a cover? I found her doing one song on there, and I went to a live show. I cried when I met her for the first time because I was so emotional. I gave her my EP, which was in a little paper envelope that I would design myself, and it was, you just connect so much with somebody, and through her music, I got to know her. I know her dog's name. I knew, you kind of get to know her relationship, her partners and everybody. Then you see them break up and then she gets a new partner. But you get to know the person, and then you meet them and you think, oh yeah, you don't know me, but I know everything about you from your music.
Yeah.
And you just think,
it's
what
that realisation.
Like?
I'm just weird. I'm weird. Yeah.
But you put yourself out there and you share everything. I bet that's actually a really nice feeling for people to know you. But I'm sure that there is a lot of stuff that artists don't share, so that they do keep private. Is there anything that you would love to write about but wouldn't, just because it's a bit too personal?
Yeah, I mean, I think with any kind of written art, you have to protect your personal space. So as much as you're pouring your heart out, you have to remember that once it's out there, it's public domain. So anything personal, it could be anything. I mean, health, relationship, family, that kind of thing. It's great to share about if it's positive, but if it's going to infringe someone else's privacy, then no, I would not write about it. If it's going to affect someone else, and it's obvious that it's them, no, I wouldn't write about it, because it's not my place to share someone else's story.
And there's always two sides to a story as well, isn't there?
Well, this is it. This is, otherwise, if they were a performer, we'd enter this whole music battle thing, call response.
So let's get back to your music. So have you always done original music? Have you ever done any other projects?
Yeah. The first originals project was with about my band, who we still write even today, is Stereo Snakes, which was me and an amazingly talented lead guitar player called Casper Jensen, who is actually on tour with Danny Warsnop at the moment.
Oh,
yeah, they're doing the States. So
that's very exciting.
Yeah, but we had our originals thing. Like I said, it's still ongoing, but obviously we've got a lot of stuff going on individually, so it's not as current. But yeah, just a flashback to one of the gigs we did. We said that we were a country band from Spain on the poster, and we thought it was great because people, would think, oh, they've come all the way from Spain, which we did. I mean, half of the band did. I lived here already, and most of the people that turned up were expecting the Gypsy Kings. So, yeah, that was. But we did loads. We toured Ireland twice.
Wow.
No, yes, twice. We recorded in Ireland, and we also recorded in LA and Arizona, and we wrote in Nashville.
That's incredible. What did you learn from that journey that you've taken into your music now?
That teenagers do not appreciate anything. I was 16 and did not realise the opportunity that was in front of me.
16? That's so young to go through that.
Do you know what? He was the best mentor, brother. He is a brother, he's family. When you're a teenager, you don't realise who you're meeting.
Do you think that sometimes works in your favour,
No,
though? No? Okay.
Not in my favour. Because I've got a massive gob.
What happened? Can you share what happened?
Well,
as all good stories start.
Yeah, I got told to be nice, which is fine. I'm a nice person.
Yeah, you're a nice person.
Yeah, right. So we sat there, and there was a a group of people, and we were, I didn't know what they were on about because they were adults and I was just a stroppy teenager. And one of the women who, she was from Utah, and she was lovely. She was really nice. But then she started saying that she was going to Europe and that we should go and visit her. And we were like, well, where in Europe are you going?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just Europe. I was like, okay. And then she started speaking about European women and kind of saying that they were a certain type of person, forgetting that I was from Spain. So needless to say, my plate slammed on the table and I stormed out. And then Casper ran after me and was like, you need to behave. You need to behave. And I was like, what? That blooming woman's saying. And he was like, she's the one that owns the publishing house. I was like, oh. Okay, I'll shut up now. But yeah, then we came up with a code word.
Oh, what was the code?
Strawberries.
Strawberries.
Yeah. But then, when you haven't got a good memory, you forget the code word. So Casper just ended up screaming strawberries across the table.
Was the code word used quite a lot then?
Well, I don't know, because I kept forgetting it. So,
now it's time for our quick fire round now. It's not always quick fire, so we'll need to get a new name for this. So we have got loads of just random questions on here. There are a couple that you've probably heard before on all of my podcasts, and I have asked Nicole this beforehand, so she's actually had a little bit of time to think about one of the questions, but she doesn't know when it's going to come up. Nicole, are you ready?
yes.
If you had 3 wishes, what would you wish for?
Life.
Okay.
It's fine. It's quick, fast.
But you need 3 wishes.
Oh,
3
right.
wishes.
Life, health, family. There you go.
Beautiful. Who would play you in a movie about your life?
Christina Aguilera.
Oh, very nice. Can you do an impression?
Nope.
Okay. Would you prefer to sing everything or constantly be dancing?
I sing everything. You'd be knackered. I don't have these thighs from dancing.
What's your favourite album?
Photo album. Don't know.
Come on, it's quick.
A broken car.
Okay, if you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Chicken mushroom pie.
What is your favourite kitchen gadget?
Spatula.
If you could tell your past self one thing, what would it be?
Forget about it. It's fine. It's fine. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Netflix or Disney Plus?
Disney.
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 What's your favourite Disney film?
Pardon?
What's your favourite Disney film?
All of them.
All of them?
All of them. Let it go. Sorry.
Tune. What was your favourite board game?
Oh, chess.
Chess. Interesting. What's your favourite move in chess? Is there a favourite move in chess?
Bloody hell. The horse one. I don't know. Queen's Gambit. I watched the show.
Hey,
Yeah.
sorted. Who's your favourite unsigned artist?
Alexandra Kay.
Oh, where do they hail from?
America.
America. Mm.
Don't ask me what state. I have no idea.
If you could interview anyone, who would it be?
Oprah.
Oh, yes. What would you ask her?
Oh, God. Do you like my song?
That's good.
Do you like my song?
Get a little plug in there as well. Great. If you were on Mastermind, what would be your topic?
Master Chef.
Okay.
I have no idea. Music, probably.
Music. What kind of music? Would you be specific?
Country music.
Country music. What's your favourite country music? Who's your favourite country music artist?
There's loads. Mm-hmm. Quickly, Reba McEntire, Dolly Parton, Ashley McBride, Luke Bryan, Brad Paisley, and many more.
Perfect. If you could be a character in a fairy tale, who would you be?
Princess.
A princess. What Disney princess do you most relate with?
Tangled.
Mine's Tangled too.
Tangled or Little Mermaid, because Little Mermaid's cheeky and doesn't do as she's told, and Tangled, she's just a bit forgetful like me.
If you won the lottery, what would be the first thing you'd buy?
Studio.
A studio. Nice. What quote most resonates with you?
Hakuna Matata.
Oh, what a wonderful phrase. What's your favourite animal?
Animal tiger.
The impression was uncanny. Marmite, love it or hate it?
Hate it.
Oh. Not even on a crumpet? No? Okay. In 40 years, what do you think people will be nostalgic for?
Ooh. Hang on, how old will I be in 40 years? We need... yeah. Toasters.
Toasters?
Yeah, I bet they've got one of those screen things.
I bet, though, in the future they'll have, like, screen things that then they'll, like, laser cut faces onto or message. They probably have that
There'll
already.
be, in about 40 years, I swear, we'll have a 3D food printer.
I reckon we would. Unless there's already one.
Have you watched Orville?
No.
Oh, right, you watch Orville.
Okay, I'll
They've
do
got
that.
3D food printers.
Have they?
haven't yeah.
Right, I'm going to have to do my homework for sure. So let's go back to your music. Actually, let's go back to just your career in general, because you are a busy person. Like, I'm glad that you've been able to fit me in here.
I'm glad you fit me in.
It's so lovely to have you here because you do so much for your local music scene and beyond as well. You've got projects just coming out your ears. Tell us about a few of them, or all of them if you'd like to. But let's talk about your open mic nights first of all at the Butler.
Yeah, so they're every Friday. Every single Friday. And we've managed to, I say we because, you know, I'm nothing without the people that come and play. I host it. But we've managed to create this amazing musical community, which isn't just the musicians that come down, but actually other musicians like producers, agents, you know, all different kind of roles in the industry. They just all like to come out and just hang out and get to know one another. Like, as soon as you walk in, everybody's been in this situation. If they're new, I literally introduce them to everyone so that the next time they come, it's not so scary, because there's nothing worse than having cliques.
No, that's not good.
And
That's
not
a good
feeling like you can talk to a group of people. What are we, in high school? No, really? So I wanted to create a safe space, not just for musicians, but for people that are artistic or neurodivergent as well. I wanted to create a safe space for people from LGBT as well, like in an artistic sense, because that's an area that doesn't get spoken about a lot. And, you know, they're not shown as much light in the media as well. So we've got this whole kind of community from all different parts of communities all coming together just to have a good time and sharing a common interest.
That's amazing. So you've got so many creatives all in one place.
Yeah.
And that's at the Butler in Reading.
Yeah, every Friday.
And you spoke about the LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah.
And you're getting involved in Reading Pride this year. Have you worked with them before?
No. So, well, I've always been a great supporter. I'm a massive ally. But me and my very good friend Sophie Sheehan, this year she's asked if I would give her a hand, and I said 100% yes. So I'm really looking forward to helping Sophie run the Pride Alive stage in August for Reading Pride.
What date is it in August?
On the 31st of August. And it's on a Saturday.
Nice. Is that just a day event? Does it go across the weekend?
It's a day event. It's a free festival for everyone to come and enjoy and support. And it's a day to, you know, raise awareness, share in, you know, just love kind of thing. And it, you know, it's just a day to just everybody be themselves.
Completely.
Which should be every day, just saying.
It should be every day. That's what I was going to go on to say. You know, it should be completely every day.
I mean, for as much as, you know, it's everybody thinks that LGBT, they've still got such a fight on their hands to be equal, you know, in today's society. Okay, you know, we're not saying the things we used to say years ago, but actions say different in certain communities and certain, you know, there's no room for hate. So, and that's the message, you know. Let's just let people be who they want to be and just stay happy.
And is that what you take on as your role as an ally?
As an ally, I'm there to support my friends and some of my family members, you know. I'm not there to fight for them. I'm there to fight with them.
That's amazing, because so many people don't have allies on their side, even like their friends and families, when they're going through such a tough time. Do you know anywhere that if somebody's watching this and they might be going through a tough time within, you know, the LGBTQ plus community, how would they find their community? How would they find some allies to talk to? How would they find some help, do you think?
I mean, there's lots and lots of help online that they can find, charities, LGBT charities that help young people who are, you know, identifying as, or, you know, finding out that they might be, you know, there's plenty of charities out there that are there to help them, or in some cases parents as well. There's charities out there to help parents as well, if their child is showing or has said that they want to identify as a different gender to the one they were biologically born, you know. So the charities are there. It's all online. You just got to reach out, and that's the hardest part. Or if you know of an LGBT pride committee in your town, reach out and they can put you in touch with some local charities in that area.
Completely. And also most of the local prides that you go to, there will be stalls there representing the different aspects of the community as well.
Every stall has a different purpose. So for example, you know, you've got a charity in Reading, which is the Umbrella Charity, which covers, you know, it helps young people. It also reaches out into educating people as well. So that's not necessarily, you know, each one has its own stall. It's more just raising awareness as to the fact of you don't have to be labelled. There can be one or more ways to identify.
Completely. And I think it's amazing to have Reading Pride and the Pride Alive stage as well. And Pride Alive stage, that is for local artists, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And how many people will you have on the stage? Look to Sophie.
We don't know yet, but
last year,
10 and 12.
Yeah.
Also quite a packed stage then. That's
Between
a
10
lot
and
of work
12,
for you both to do.
Yeah, but do you know what? It doesn't actually feel like work half the time.
That's nice.
Because I mean, I've organised events like the Wheelroads Festival, which happened last month. And also I've got a few pub festivals coming up as well. I also organise the second stage at Marvellous Festival, which is in July. So organising artists is quite fun for me. I don't see a stress in that. In fact, the only time you stress is when they're running late.
Yeah.
And Sophie's very much the same, reaching out and asking the question, like, are you free? Or going through applications and looking at all these different videos. It's actually quite fun. Yes, it's time consuming, but we always, you know, Sophie's always set aside time to go through everything. And this year there's 2 of us, so it'll be a lot quicker. It'll be a bit of a weight off Sophie's shoulders. My favourite part of any Pride event is just seeing people have fun and be themselves, and especially the parade, because people have to remember that this is a protest. Pride events are protests, peaceful protests, but you know it's still a protest against being suppressed, being victimized. You know, there's still a lot of violence that goes on, and it is a protest. So yes, there is a fun side and it is a very positive message, but we also have to remember that, you know, you're still fighting for that equality in not just the UK, in other countries, and the UK have such a massive influence in other countries that it's even more important for us to take a stand so that the world can see that we are united.
Let's talk a little bit more about what you do in your local area. So you spoke about Marvellous Festival. Yeah. That is quite a big festival, isn't it, that happens? I think it's in Reading still, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in Dinton Pastures, which is it's in between Reading and Wakingham. It's Winnish. and it's a tribute festival, but we have a second stage where we put on local artists that have performed at the open mic night.
Mm-hmm.
So for anyone looking to get a slot on the second stage, you have to go through the open mic night first to then get a slot. I think the people that support local live music should be rewarded. You know, they don't have to come every Friday and play.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't even play. They just do alternate Fridays. They'll play one Friday and then they'll just enjoy the next Friday.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of support for a local event should be rewarded. And if they will enjoy having a slot on a bigger stage, then they can.
And it's really important to you to support musicians, isn't it?
Well, this is it. Like, if anybody emails me about a slot, it's like, well, no, because you have to come to open mic night. You come to the open mic night, then we'll consider you for a slot. But if you don't come and you don't support anyone, and we've never seen you at any of the local artist events, then you're not playing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think there should be more of that.
I think so as well, especially because you're doing it for the local area, from the local music scene. I think that is really important to have that. If you could talk to somebody, whether it's your past self or somebody coming into the music industry, what piece of advice would you give them that you wish you would have known when you first started out?
Don't take everything to heart.
That's a really good.
Don't take it to heart. That's one person's opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And stop looking for the frown in the room.
I like that. I really like that, because you can
As soon as you see someone not listening, you could have thousands of people listening to you, smiling, cheering you on. You see one person that's not paying you any interest, you focus on that person. And it's so dangerous, because why are you going to let one person dictate your whole mood when you've got 1,000 people watching you with smiles?
How did you get over that?
Oh, you don't get over it. You just pretend better. It's acting, isn't it? You know, if as a you're on a stage, the version you put out on stage isn't the person you take home.
No.
You know, so you get better at acting.
Do you have like a separation from Nicole Allan who's on stage and then Nicole Allan who's at home?
I think it's important to have that separation. I don't think it should be completely separate. Like, I wouldn't blame the stage version of me for anything. But, you know, especially when you're doing original songs, it's so easy for people to critique, you know, because they don't care how you feel. The reality is they don't care. They don't care if it messes with your head when you go home.
Yeah.
They just say it because they're heartless. They don't care. So if you pretend to be someone on a stage, like a version of yourself that you wish you were when you were a kid, you be that version, well, technically they're not critiquing you. They're critiquing the version of you that you're putting out there. You know, it's the same when if someone critiques a song, the way you feel and what you actually want to say are two different things. Like, you want to tell that person to just, you know, go in the nicest way, go away.
Yeah.
So you say that, you're not feeling that, but you're going to say it because that's what you want to feel. You want to feel like you don't care what that person just said. So act it. And in the end, you don't care what people say. Now, I can't imagine what big celebrities must feel when they see the media ripping them to shreds. I can't imagine how that feels, and I hope I never have to go through that.
If people want to follow your journey on social media, where can they find you?
Instagram, Facebook and TikTok on @Nicole Allan95, or just go on the Linktree link, which is Nicole Allan Official.
Thank you so much for being on the podcast. We've honestly learnt so much about you through the games and just through all of our chit chat. And you're going to be performing for us next. So you're going to be performing Time, which is your newest track.
Yep.
Very, very excited. So thank you so much for listening. We are going to be playing out, as I just said, to Nicole's track. So make sure that you stay tuned and follow Inside the Music Scene on all social medias. And until next time, stay safe and we'll see you soon.
Strange design, is this life? How am I made to forget? Why the hurt, why the pain? The scars that leaves the paths away. The lines on our faces times you leave behind, forever young inside your mind. As you watch the creases form around your eye, blame time for making people change, for making one love fade. Carries on, dragging us along. I blame time, we throw it all away, make the same mistakes, hold it all to what is done, asking my head to change. Oh, time, oh, time, oh, time, time. Well, goodbye, we say it every day, doesn't mean nothing till it's the last. Is it worth it might have been, or can we do it all again? Should we count on the moments? Well, let me hold you like I did, or be the man you should have been.